The man who killed Hitler and then the Bigfoot has got to win an award for the craziest title of FrightFest so far. And to be fair, the movie kind of paints an image of a movie that I thought I was going to get, but I didn't quite. But it does live up to those titular promises that it does make. This man does in fact kill Hitler and the Bigfoot, but it wasn't as genre specific as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be bloody, tongue-in-cheek, silly, and it's anything but that. It is a very earnest tale about a man late into his life. Calvin Burr, played by Sam Elliott, and Aidan Turner, who plays the younger version of this character, is a man who is getting on in years and has a life that is filled with regret of some of the things that he has done, even though he believes in some of the ideals behind it. And I wasn't expecting that. It's fantastically well shot and it's fantastically well cast as well, with having Sam Elliott as this epitomous hero. And it's told in various flashbacks as he's living his life now, his run-of-the-mill, mundane life, back to his exploits when he was in the war, working with the Russians and various factions to get in to kill Hitler, and how that didn't affect anything. And when it brings up these fantastical elements, it bases it with reality. It gives you realistic answers as to why that could have happened in our current timeline and how it could have affected it. And it feels plausible, it feels very well written, very well thought out. And then we get into his later life, and once we're kind of finished with the first half of the movie, which is all about his backstory with Hitler, he is then contacted by the CIA to go and kill the Bigfoot. And this isn't the kind of Bigfoot that you're thinking of from like Harry and the Hendersons or something silly like that. This is more an animal akin to, say, Chaka from the Land of the Lost. And he is tasked with going up into the Canadian Rocky Mountains and tracking this thing down and killing it for another plausible reason as to why they would have to eradicate this thing. And it's a job that he just doesn't want to do, but he's good at. He is a hunter, a tracker. He is somebody that's good at killing, but it's something that's never brought him any joy or enriched his life in any way, shape or form. It hasn't meant anything on the big picture. And he reluctantly goes there because he's the only one that can do it, and killing this thing is going to save thousands more. And he goes there and has to just track this thing down and do something that he doesn't want to do. And all the way, it's still giving you flashbacks to this romance, this burgeoning romance that he had, that he was always taken away from to go and do some other horrible task, like assassinate Hitler, which was ultimately futile in his eyes. And it's fantastic in a different kind of way. I was expecting a little bit more, probably in my head, like Bubba Hotep, and I never quite got that, but I got Sam Elliott, who is always fantastic, as this hero who seems forlorn. He's just kind of going through the rut of his life. He just wants to ease by. He has a brother that he's always in contact with, played by the great Larry Miller, who they have a couple of conversations, and it's just insightful, fun stuff. It builds up the characters, but it just feels like effortless conversation at the same time. This is a movie that the picture, the poster, promises you something specific, and it delivers, but in a whole different way than you were actually expecting. This is one of these movies that I'm going to recommend to a lot of people, and the title's going to put people off, but you get by that, you're going to enjoy the hell out of this. If you're going into this expecting blood and guts and huge big CGI monsters, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get the kind of genre-specific stuff you were expecting. You're going to find a richer, deeper, more tailored movie-going experience, something that you didn't expect, lives up to the title, and delivers something that is going to last with you, which I feel The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot is going to do with me. Man, I love saying that title. It's fantastic. Kind of looking forward to seeing people's faces when I recommend this one, and it is going to be a high-up recommendation. It's not for everybody, because it's not as actiony or kinetic or in your face as some of the other movies at FrightFest. It's rather sedate. Like I said, it's earnest, and it takes its time in telling its fantastic story and delivers some great performances and some real interesting insight into this man, Calvin Burr. If you've seen this movie, I won't say it again, let me know in the comment box below what you thought of it, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.